Sam here from KitchenGadgetsClub.com and also the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I've got a brilliant one for you. I am using our brand new multi-cooker cooking guide to show you how to cook salmon and rice using this guide. What I'm doing is I'm cooking the cover, so I've already shown you the chicken drumsticks, the bangers and mash, and now it's the turn of the salmon and the rice. So you've got a few different options here when it comes to salmon and rice. You can grill your salmon, you can air fry your salmon, or you can steam your salmon. We're going to show you today using the 15-in-1 how to grill the salmon. And then for the rice, we're going to show you how to cook rice using the pressure cooker function. So if you've got both an air fryer and instant pot, a multi-cooker and such like, you can easily go between them. And I'm also going to be showing you the rice style that's actually used in this time and temp chart, because the food stylist was doing the photos for the front of this, and the question came about what kind of rice would I like to feature on there, and I said the coconut lime rice, because it's just such a simple, easy one that everybody loves, and it's so creamy and you don't have to worry about rice getting stuck to the bottom of your cooking pot, and it's just such an easy all-rounder. So let's talk salmon, and we're going to be using the multi-cooker cooking guide. So that is the salmon and rice. The rice element of it was pressure cooked for this photo, and the salmon part was grilled. So I'm going to show you the grill section. So you don't have to have a multi-cooker to use the grill section. If you've got an air fryer, a lot of them have a grill or a max crisp, so you use this. Or you can use the air fry function and cook it to 200 and just add a couple of minutes onto the cooking time. So a lot of these settings do work here with different air fryers. You've also got dehydrate, which appears on many air fryers now, grill, and then you've got your air fry section. And then if you have got a multi-cooker, you've also got steam air fry, steam roast and such like. So it's a great all-in-one cooking guide for if you want to know the times and temps of things. So salmon is a genius because you just layer in your air fry basket. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a multi-cooker. You could do this with just a normal air fryer. You're laying it with some foil. You can then grab your food in and out of the air fryer by the foil. All the mess is on the foil as well, so you'll end up with a clean cooking pot when you're done as well, so it's brilliant. And it's just really easy because you can just drizzle the salmon with some olive oil, season it with salt and pepper and any favourite dried seasoning. And then of course you can serve it with some rice if you want to, but it's totally personal choice. You could have it with some salad, you could have it as a taco bowl, it can be anything you want it to be. So we're going to start by adding in the foil. So what I recommend is pull off some foil that's just slightly over the size of your air fryer, because then you could create a little basket area like this, and then you just add it in, and if you look now, it's really easy for you to be able to get it back out again when it's done. So just make sure it's pressed down so it's not going to fly about. And yes, you can use foil in the air fryer. It throws a lot of people because you can't in a microwave, but you most certainly can. We've done a few videos on foil in the air fryer, and foil trays are also really good too. So I've got some salmon fillets here. They're from Morrison's, they're really good. The skin on. So if you just want to grab some scissors or whatever you have to get into your pack. And then these are the size of the salmon fillets. They're about 110 grams, which I believe is about 4 ounce. And then pop them both in there like that. Oh, don't they look cute? And I'm just going to get rid of the packaging and wash my hands, and then we can season them. So, wash my hands. Let's start with some olive oil. So you just want a little bit of olive oil over the tops. And then we're just doing a light seasoning here, because salmon tastes so good on its own, it doesn't really need a lot. So a bit of salt, a bit of pepper, and then I've also got some dried dill. Dried dill goes brilliant with salmon, and I find that I only ever use it on fish, so I end up with loads of it spare in the cupboard. So that's enough dill there. So now we're ready to go on. So we better consult this, better we? So remember, we're in the grill section, and then we've got a nice fish section here, which the kids will be happy about because it's also got frozen fish fingers. And salmon fillet, 110 grams, 4 ounces, 10 minutes, 240 Celsius, that's 465 Fahrenheit. So it gives you all those instructions in there so that you can stop burning your food when you're using these gadgets. So pop the lid down. So then for the salmon, we're using the grill feature. So 240 Celsius, 465 Fahrenheit, a cook time of 10 minutes, and then press start. And we've beeped. So, are you ready to check out this salmon? Are you ready? Oh wow, look at that. Beautiful salmon. And like I said, it's so easy using the grill setting, and it's great if you've got an air fryer with a max crisp, or you can do it like this, and it's just wonderful. And also in our time and temp guide, depending on which gadget you've got, we've also got it just for air fry, we've got it for steam as well, so you've got quite a lot of options. And then like I said, you can just grab it by the foil. Look at that, isn't that easy? And then pop it down next to your gadget, and then let's have a closer look at that. Doesn't that look lovely? And then another thing, when you're removing it, you can get your spatula right under, and it'll take the skin off for you because it sticks to the foil. So it's a great way if you want to get the skin off your salmon before you're serving it for dinner. So Dom has rinsed me some rice, so we're adding that in first. Use a mesh strainer like this, it's so much easier for when you're rinsing the rice. And check out our Ninja Foodi 15-in-1 30 days, because we've got rice in full there, including how long to rinse it for and such like. And then also, we're using coconut milk here, coconut lime rice and all. So grab yourself a spoon because it's really good for getting rid of any last bits that are stuck. Doesn't matter if it's not shook properly, because as it cooks it will all mix in really well. And then also you want to refill this to a quarter full, and then grab it, give it a stir. So it'd be nice to get some more of that coconut milk out, wouldn't it? And then pour that in as well. Lime juice. I'd run out of lime juice on holiday, so this actually came from a French supermarket of all places. So lime juice in, and then one of the geniuses in supermarkets is the frozen chopped ginger, garlic and herbs. They are absolutely brilliant, and they cook brilliantly using pressure cookers and whatnot. So I recommend having a good batch in your freezer. So I've got here some frozen chopped garlic, some chopped coriander and some chopped ginger. All of them are really, really good when you're doing some rice. And then other ones that you can get that I absolutely love. I love the frozen rosemary. That is really nice for cooking with as well. So if you're pressure cooking lamb, then I highly recommend that. So I'm going to start with some coriander. What happens with the coriander is it sticks quite a bit into lumps, but when you actually cook it, because it's defrosting as it cooks, it comes together brilliantly. So don't be put off by the way it looks when you're getting it out of its bag. And then some chopped ginger. What you can do is you can break it up with your hands as you add it. The garlic's not as bad. So adding in a load of garlic as well. And then those are the main ingredients that you add first. I'm just going to give my hands a quick wipe, and then we can stir it and get it pressure cooking. So then, I love this wooden spoon. Try and get one that's a bit taller, because then they're so much easier for when you're cooking using this cooking pot. So then you just want to stir it around. You can break up some of the big bits of the coconut milk. Like I said, the coconut milk will cook and warm up with the rice, so it's not a problem if you end up with some really lumpy bits. And then it's ready to go on. So pop your lid down, and then we're going to move it all across to your pressure cook section. Like I said, if you've got an instant pot, then you're just going with your normal setting your time and whatnot. So turning it on. So now let's do the rice. So turn it on. You need to make sure you're on the pressure cook section and not over here. And then you're looking for what they call delayed release. So for delayed release, you want it set to high, 3-minute cook time, and then press this button here and you can set your delayed release, which is 10 minutes. And then of course you'd press start, but I just thought I should mention, if you've got an Instant Pot, you would just set it for 3 minutes, and then when it reads LO10, then you know to stop it. So just double check, it's set for 10, 3-minute cook time, press start, and of course make sure it's set to sealing. And there's the tune. I love the tune the 15-in-1 gives before doing its delayed release. So now it's releasing its pressure. So we'll be back when it's finished its full pressure release. And we've beeped, it's finished releasing its pressure, so you can slide it over now and we can lift up the lid. We've got a lot of steam, so we're just going to give it a couple of minutes to release the steam. So the steam has gone, so just check out this rice. Oh, it's amazing. As you can see, it doesn't stick in the slightest. And then there's little clumps of coriander that kind of stuck together. Just mixing it up and you just got that lovely green coming from it. Then of course you can season it with some extra salt, some pepper as well. And you've got rice. I mean, check that out, doesn't that look fab? So grab yourself your favourite bowl and then you can start by dishing some up, and I can show you how lovely it is. I mean, oh, look at that. Oh, wow. So let's pop some salmon on top. And there you go. Dinner is sorted. Such an easy recipe to do as well, and it's paired with some coconut lime rice. It's just a dream come true for a really quick and easy lunch or dinner. Oh. So should I try some? So first of all, the rice. Oh, that's good. I love the coconut rice. It's just so nice. And it's just so easy. You haven't got to worry if it's sticking to your cooking pot and whatnot. And then the salmon. Oh my God, salmon is just so good. You know, it's one of those ingredients we're all putting in our trolley each week and we're always looking for a delicious way to serve it. Well, this is it.
When you first got a multi-cooker, it's so hard understanding the times and temps and getting the food spot on and cooked perfectly. That's why we've made for you the multi-cooker cooking guide. It features all the main functions of the multi-cooker, from dehydrate to grill to steam roast to steam air fry, pressure cooking, and of course simple everyday air frying. It's perfect for lots of different types of multi-cookers, from Instant Pot users to Ninja Foodi users, Ninja Speedy, air fryer. Even if you've got a flex straw, it's just perfect for so many of them. You'll find the link below in the description.
Thanks so much for watching our YouTube video. It feels so amazing that you've stuck around to the end. And of course, that must mean that you like our videos. So why not also follow us on social media? You can find us at the Kitchen Gadgets Club on Facebook and on Pinterest, TikTok. We're Kitchen Gadgets Club. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos like this one. And you can also find us at KitchenGadgetsClub.com, where we have a membership that shares brand new kitchen gadget recipes every week. And we also have lots of great ideas, resources, tips and tricks. And we are an ovenless kitchen, so we teach you exclusively how to cook with kitchen gadgets. And a ciao for now.